Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Spiritual Superpowers. I'm Dawn and this is Caron.
And we have a great Spiritual Superpowers replay for you today.
So enjoy.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Spiritual Superpowers. In today's episode, we're going to talk about crystals and the benefits and how you can use crystals. Basically, we're talking all about crystals today. And as you can see, Dawn is lying down. She's not lying down because she's tired. She's lying down on a crystal mat. And we'll get to that in a few moments. So we're just going to talk about how crystals work to start off with. And the way I understand it is, like everything, crystals have a vibrational frequency, and different crystals have slightly different vibrational frequencies. And our body, physically or when it's affected by our chakras or our emotions, have different frequencies. So we introduce crystals, put them nearby to help balance our own frequencies.
That's right. They have that kind of energetic effect on our vibration, which could also explain why we might be attracted to some crystals at some times and maybe not so much with other. And it could be because vibrationally we are a match to that gem at that time.
Right. So there's a really interesting scientific explanation to this. It's all vibrational frequency. Think about if you put an ice cube in boiling hot water, right? That ice cube will melt and get warmer. And so when you introduce a crystal near yourself, if your vibration is off, the crystal is just helping our vibration more closely match the vibration of that crystal.
Yeah,
So,
it has that effect to change us and for the better.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's why we might look to crystals for healing, for peace, for protection. There's a lot of different reasons why people can benefit from crystals.
There are other elements that do similar things like flower essences. Some of you have heard of Rescue Remedy or essential oils. It's all about frequency and trying to introduce these elements into your being to balance your own frequencies. So,
Yeah, because we all want to be at homeostasis. We all want to be optimally in balance in a positive way.
yeah. So let's talk about healing, first of all. How we can use crystals for healing. Well, we have this crystal mat. And I'm going to just tip it up so you can see. So you can see there's different colors, and this mat is embedded with different crystals that correspond to the different chakras in your body. So what this does, and Dawn and I have tested this mat, keeping it basic, it's really good for balancing your chakras.
Yeah, and it really does, like Caron said, we have tested it. We've measured my chakras with Caron's pendulum in front of a group of people just over a year ago. And then I sat on the mat and then we remeasured, and to everyone's excitement, my chakras definitely were balanced.
Yeah, it's really neat. And thinking about other ways that crystals can heal us, think back to the episode we did on the Himalayan salt cave and spa.
Yes.
And we still have to do a massage there, right?
Absolutely. Oh my goodness, that was just such a trip. Being
Yeah.
there. We were so zen. And for anyone who didn't get to see that episode, we'll include a link above.
Yeah.
Because we started out being just like we are now, and by the end we were like, oh, we were so relaxed. It was so nice. And you could taste the salt.
So that's healing. I mean, there's other ways you can use crystals for healing, but there's other things that you can use crystals for. You can wear them. And so you could be using them for healing when you wear them as jewelry. You know, I have my beautiful green aventurine necklace here and some nice bracelets. And
I'm decked out as well.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a crystal that Karen just surprised me with the other day, and it's called a bumblebee jasper. And so I've put it in this little cage, that way I can wear it and take it with me everywhere. And it's to help with honesty, right? Yes.
Yeah, honesty with yourself.
Honesty with myself.
Yeah.
And then I'm also wearing a bunch of gems with a blue,
Let's see.
blue
Sodalite.
or with blue sodalite, and then my old pendulum, which is amethyst. But all along here, these are all gems as well.
Actually, let me look at that. I don't think it's amethyst.
Oh no,
It's fluorite.
oh,
Because of the band. You see the purple and then the
Yeah.
green band? It's fluorite.
I swear I got this when I was 16 years old.
Yeah.
I thought it was amethyst all this time.
But fluorite is so good for tapping into your intuition and meditating and that sort of thing. So it has similar properties.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh well, I learned something new 25 years later.
But that's the interesting thing. I think you can't go wrong with picking a crystal, even if you don't know what it does for you.
Right.
It's only going to benefit you. There's no harm. Say you pick the wrong crystal or you think it's for something different, it's not going to do you any harm.
Right.
The worst it can do is not have any effect on you.
That's right. Yes, you're absolutely right. There is no harm.
Yeah.
And then same thing, I've got all my crystal beads here. And Karen, you are a firm believer that why not wear the crystals as jewelry, because then not only is it beautiful to wear, but it's good for you.
Right.
So I happen to be wearing a stud. Oh, it's gone.
Well, I'm wearing stud earrings. These are clear quartz. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the Soulite for a minute. I know I didn't really want to talk about properties, but it's perfect to wear today because sodalite helps you with communication and speaking and stimulating your throat chakra,
Yes.
right? So it's great when we're doing an episode like that. It's a great crystal to wear. But let's talk about some other ways you can incorporate crystals into your life. So you can wear them as jewelry, you can use them for healing, you can put them around your home, right?
Yes.
And your car. So for especially the protective stones like black tourmaline, I have some in my car. At the front door of my house, I have on the ledge over the door 2 black tourmaline stones. So it protects the entryway to my house from negative energy.
And actually the building we're in right now as well, Marilyn Penny had done a clearing for the property not too long ago, and one of the places that was heavy with despair is the upstairs apartment. And same thing, I went and finished clearing the space, and then now she has 2 tourmaline stones at both entrances to again protect her.
Yeah, and then another thing that you can use crystals for is for facials. You know those rollers that there's often jade or rose quartz.
Not just humans benefit from crystals, because all creatures, anything with a vibration would benefit. And one way that we see you use crystals a lot is with your animal communication healings.
So you guys have seen this before. This is, a pendulum, and I use this for healing, and I also use this for communication. So very good to use crystals in your pendulums. Pendulums don't have to be made of crystals, but I like it when they are. So I use that for my animal communications. At home, where my cat sleeps in his little crate, I put healing crystals all around the crate. So amethyst on either side and a selenite bar on top. So selenite is good at clearing negative energy, and he's old and his health isn't that great. So and the mat, when I got the mat, his arthritis was really bad. He had given up walking. So I put him on the mat every day for about a week, and he started walking again.
And a cat's not going to do anything it doesn't want to do. So
Right.
for him to enjoy laying on it, he must recognize that it's beneficial.
Yeah,
Because they're just so much more in tune than we are.
now he likes to be touching it, not right on it, but touching it. And I think maybe because it's maybe a little too much for him to be right on it. And animals know. They know more than we do. They gravitate to what they need to do. The other thing I do is if I do a communication with a dog, for example, and they need a little ongoing support with the crystal, I make little dog tags that you can clip to their collar out of a crystal.
That's right. Betty has benefited from this because she is a rather anxious dog. So the first time Caron did an animal communication with her, we then had her wear a crystal and she loved it. Absolutely.
Yeah. And then you can also use crystals to help you sleep. I have some nice celestine and amethyst crystals, on the bedside table. You can also use an eye pillow that has crystals in it. And they also they're kind of expensive, but they make weighted blankets. Now, most weighted blankets have glass beads, and that's what gives them the weight, but you can get some that have crystals instead of glass beads. And then you get the benefits from the crystals as well.
Yeah. And you can use crystals to charge other crystals or to cleanse them, right?
Yes. Or cleanse yourself.
And cleanse ourselves, yeah. So there's another way that that crystals are used. Hopefully our viewers learned a little bit about all the different ways that you can use crystals. And we will be bringing on a friend of ours down the road to talk about the different types of crystals and their properties and how to select them, how they benefit the body. So we're going to go into a little bit more depth with that because she knows crystals inside and out. And as you can see, Caron is very well versed in crystals as well.
Yeah. So we hope you enjoyed this episode. Go out and get yourself some crystals. You can't go wrong with that. And subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. Like us. And make sure you hit that notification bell as well, because that lets you know when we posted an episode.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, until next time.
And we'll see you soon.